Well, hello again there, boys and girls. Let's go ahead and hop on in. I'm gonna do one more run in the light model here, late model, and man, I don't know. I'm still kind of off with the league race and everything yesterday. Just the late model didn't feel right. Um, I'm just really kind of disappointed in how that whole race went. We ended up finishing second, and that's fine, but the car just didn't feel right. So anyway, we're back at Sobo. And hopefully we can see what we can do with this. Now, this is not necessarily the strongest field, but yeah, it is what it is. So, but we're not the one car, so there is that. And the guys that are in here aren't snoozers or anything in here, so we'll see. In terms of the track info and everything, 86, it's actually pretty slick. We should go out here and see what this car feels like. And my guess is we're going to have to tighten this car up just a touch. I did do one thing, which is to raise up the nose of this car. And really, the big problem was we were just slamming the track getting into turn one. And right now it feels okay. I mean, we're not really attacking the corners that much. But I mean, it is somewhat loose. I mean, we'll see. Who knows? Who knows? What do I know? What is going on over here, laptop? What are you doing? My laptop's looking at me sideways. So, alright, well, in terms of what we can do, and again, tentative to do anything with it, really. But I mean, I did put one extra run in the rear just to try and loosen it up just a touch, and it is a little bit warmer, so we'll probably be fine for qualifying. But in terms of what we want to do in a race set and everything, yeah. So the cross weight's probably going to be about the same. The nose weight is what changes here when you take all the fuel out of it. So 51.4 to 52.1. That's not a huge difference. It'll be a little bit tighter like that, so we'll be fine like this. So let's go ahead, back out of here, and we'll go out and qualify. I don't know what we'll be able to put down really. We might be able to put down a 9. I'm not sure. It'd be nice to take a pole, but there's only 10 cars in here, so I mean, even if we don't, it's not going to be that bad. Here we go.
Green flag. Sit down your first 5 laps.
Yeah, we could have loosened it up even more than that, because that was not very good through there.
One more lap.
It's tight. It's tight. That's fine. We'll just drive it right down to the center there. Yeah, we hit a 9, but
there's the second flag.
Yeah, and don't be fooled. A lot of that it's not necessarily the adjustment that we made. It's more the fuel coming out of it. And I almost left the fuel in it just because of that. But yeah, that's what I get. That's what I get. We're gonna run this thing with minimum tape. And the whole reason why is because people have blown up all week here. You take a little bit of wall damage, and for whatever reason, it's just like kaboom. I don't know why. Do I want to add that back in? Let's just leave it right there. Let's just leave it right there and be done with it. Oh, man. So anyway, so Adam's D1. Honestly, I don't think I've raced with Adam. Jeff Conover, I recognize the name. Art Reimer, of course, we know Art. Dan Hammond. Ryan Salamone. Stephen Goforth. Interesting. But again, you got guys from D1 all the way to D7 here. It's interesting to see these results. And we're going to have some guys here that are not necessarily fast. So we'll just have to be careful. More than likely, I think what will happen is probably the front, probably 2 or maybe 3 will probably break away. The only bummers are going to be starting on the outside. So we're going to have to more than man, my throat just broke. More than likely, Robbie's probably going to get by us through 1 and 2. And we're going to have to get back by him and hope that Adam doesn't run away in the meantime. So, again, really hoping we don't have to do that. But it'd be great if we could just get around him and just be able to run around for the lead and just kind of stalk him, this whole way. But we got 30 seconds because Dan doesn't feel like qualifying, which is fine, I guess. But I hope you guys are having a decent Saturday. Interesting, they had the Xfinity cars at the Roval today, which honestly wasn't all that bad in terms of, shit show. The one thing I did notice with it was the race seemed really short. And I don't know whether that was on purpose or what, but it did definitely seem a lot shorter than your typical Xfinity race. And I kept expecting something to happen there at the end, but nothing did. It was just bizarre. I don't know, but Hemrick blowing the one section there. He had that race, potentially won. He was closing in and everything, and honestly, I think he would have gotten to him and gotten by him, but one mistake. I mean, that stop and go kills you. But anyway, we got business to attend to. Yeah, that's right. Just shake it up, iRacing. Just shake it up. I don't know why they took that feature away. Dampen oscillations. I mean, it's still there, but they changed what it does. I don't know.
Catch the ice car.
And I think the green typically comes out pretty quick here. I'm hoping the car isn't too loose. Really, I'm hoping that we got it pretty even for this run. I hate to have it get nasty on us, but it's possible because this is not the hottest track that we've seen all week, but it's one of the warmer ones. And the setup we've got in here was when we nailed it with 83 degrees. So it's from a set that's set up for a little bit cooler and ran really well. So
get ready, going green. Going past the 1 car. Pace car is in. Green. Pit road is now open.
And second place was snoozing there. Or sorry, third place was snoozing there.
Next car is the leader.
So we're going to take this a little bit wider versus what he's doing. Just put some pressure on him right now. Like I said, this car's definitely a handful, and it's only going to get worse the longer we drive. And we can't take those wide arcs too much. We might have to actually dial some brake bias in it because this thing is very loose right now. But see, if you don't get the apron out of 4, it gets tight. Again, it just feels like it lacks grip in the center. That's really my biggest thing with this setup, which couldn't get it fixed the whole time. Let's try not to drive in so hard here. See if we can just kind of roll that center. It's a handful right now. But eventually that higher line will come in, and hopefully when it does, this thing being set up pretty loose, might be okay up there. Because it felt like it ran a little bit tight on the high side. Yeah, see, it doesn't like that right there. Oh. Like I said, it is. Ooh, we smacked the wall up there, so do we. Hitting the wall again. So every now and again, it looks like he's just kind of missing 1 and 2. And when he does, we pick up about a 10th. When he does, he's already taken it to the high side there. See, now we missed 1 and 2. Let's try this high side out here. It's not really doing us any favors just yet. See, we are only 20 laps in here. We're closing in. Really, I feel like we're making up all of our time in 1 and 2. All of it.
Car stop low. Car stop to 5. Slow car down low.
We got cars all over.
Oh, it's fine while it lasted.
See, the car's starting to stabilize, honestly. I mean, it's still a little bit loose on entry at times. Oh,
Next car is the leader.
he blinked.
Okay, we're halfway to the finish.
So he's got some work cut out for him, though, getting around these guys.
Outside. Keep low. Clear outside.
That's not the angle I wanted to go into that turn at.
Car outside. Hold your line. Still there. Clear outside.
Alright, we're there.
Outside. Clear.
Yep, it's gonna start getting rowdy. There it is.
Car outside. Too wide. Clear outside. Inside. Still there. Clear, clear. You're the leader. Keep digging.
Alright, let's see if we can drive away here.
Outside. Clear outside.
See, he's right there. So we're just gonna take this bottom here. See, he's driving it in way harder than we are. Going to take it to the high side there.
Car outside. Clear outside. Car inside. Stay high. Still there. Clear inside. Outside. Still there.
I want to be on the bottom. This car's better on the bottom.
Stay low. Clear outside. Outside. Clear. Next car is the leader. Car outside.
Well, that hurts.
Keep low. Keep low. Clear.
Saying the front end of this car is messed up. Yeah, it's pretty bad right now. Hard racing, you know. We still got 12 laps. I don't know if we can do anything. I doubt it, because this car is in bad shape right now. His car might not be in the greatest of shape either here.
And last left.
We're closing, it's just not enough, and this car is all over the fucking place. You can hear it in the tires. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but it is sliding through the corners. He's got a little bit more lap traffic to deal with. I don't know if we'll be able to do anything with him, but...
Five to go. Car outside. Clear. Here we go. Car outside. Still there. Stay low. Clear.
Car's in rough shape here.
One more lap to go.
Well, that's kind of frustrating. Yeah, honestly, he caught us real quick. And, yeah, I mean, ultimately the car is just a little bit too loose, you know, realistically the whole run, but...
There's the checkered flag.
That was a good run,
Down,
Adam.
driver.
Sorry we made contact there.
No, that's cool. The incident before that where I hit the lap car is my fault. I tried to go up the middle and there wasn't enough room.
Yeah, I saw everybody start to get boxed up there. I just took it to the bottom. But good win, man.
The race is
And
over.
honestly, Adam deserved it. I mean, honestly, he kind of outdrove us there, so. Ooh.
You get to in a race with you.
Say that again?
I was saying I was wondering how long it would take for me to get into a race with you. This is too slow to catch.
Oh, all right. Oh, cool, man. It's good to race with you. How did you end up doing it? I didn't look at the results.
Yeah, I was fifth. I was gonna move on fourth, and the guy
Oops.
kind of pinched me down to the apron,
Oops.
and I just kind of lost it. So.
Oops. I drove you to the fence.
My
Yep.
car was wicked loose.
Yeah, 86 is one of the hotter temperatures I've run this week, so yeah, mine was just a little bit too loose. I thought about taking just, the right rear spring down just a touch, but I decided against it, and that was a mistake. So anyway, let's watch the
Yeah, that was my fault, buddy. Sorry. Got a little impatient there.
So we drew up on them from a couple car lengths back here, and we were really making good time on the bottom, and really we just haven't figured out to drive the high line in 3 and 4. I think you have to drive it further out up here and then come back down.
I checked on the brake and it straightened out, luckily.
Yeah, honestly, I thought that him and Art were gone when we got up there. All right, there it was. Okay, so he made contact with the 8. That's what ended up happening. So if you watch this, he turns down to shoot the gap there, which that's not really a 3-wide track. He turns Art all the way around. We were able to drive by. I thought he was gone though.
Yeah, good race. That's fun.
Yeah, I just haven't figured out the high line at 3 and 4, but good win. So anyway.
In 1 and 2, my car was just jumping sideways off the corner. I was having to hit the gas, pop the gas, straighten out in the middle of the corner.
Yeah, 10-4, man. I mean, I was making them all the time in 1 and 2, and then you were getting it all back in 3 and 4. I just can't drive it down hard into 3 and 4 for whatever reason. So anyway, let's see what happens here, because he catches us, and he's there. So he sets us up. I think it's right here. Yep, takes it low. We gave it to him. But we tried to cross him over so bad, and we mistimed it just a touch. Watch how much we just let him drive by right here. And watch what we have to do with the throttle. We got to him. We just didn't get enough there. And then this is where the contact happens. And yeah, it's kind of, well, first of all, the car shouldn't jump like this, but what do I know? Yeah, I mean, he's holding us down a little bit. Just a little bit, I mean, it's not a lot, but it just doesn't take a lot, Yeah, we make contact there.
You know what? I think I was expecting that 8 to stay down on the yellow line there, and I may have had a hole there. We
straightened it back out, though. That's what sucks. But yeah, we hurt that car pretty bad right there. So anyway, taking a look at the temperatures and whatnot. Again, we're just wearing out the right front more than anything.
Yeah, when the 4 spun, he didn't hold his brake. He right the whole track. I had nowhere to go.
But I mean, look at this car for the next couple laps here. After we hit it,
shit.
Let me just look at this thing. Watch us driving around here. What's up, Sofac?
Nah, it's all good. I didn't have nothing for you two anyway. I was gonna follow you.
We're totally sideways. Get in here again, loose. It doesn't look like a lot, but it feels like a lot.
I finished where I probably should have, so I'm happy with it.
Again, there were a couple corners where we really tried to drive it in, and the car just was, I mean, right there, the car's totally sideways. Yeah. Well, I mean, it just is what it is. I mean, it's slight contact, and it's short track race. It's just a shame that we end up jumping all sideways like that. We should have been able to just touch, like these cars should be able to touch and not jump off each other. But again, I say it over and over again. What do I know? I just drive them. So, anyways, let me pull up the finishing results here. You You can watch me kind of grease it around the track for the last couple laps, but man, that car's messed up. So we'll pull up the finishing results, and then we'll get you guys on out of here. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll always take P2. I mean, finishing with the number. I mean, know your role. Know your role. It's a 4X, you know, which sucks, but and that's what's so ridiculous. You know, it's like with an A license, you get a 4X in a series like this where it's like a D series, and it just crushes your safety rating. Just crushes it. So if I pull you guys over to the desktop, you can see what I'm talking about here. So Adam, he's got a 5391 iRacing, so he's no slouch. But again, he took 8X, so he bounced off the 8, got a 4X there, and then we hit. So he loses 0.4 basically. We got a 4X, we lose 0.14. You know, but we're at a 447. It's no big deal. But we had more championship points earlier in the week. Yeah, we had the fastest lap in the race. Qualified P2. Art had a rough go of it. Steve had a rough go of it too. Let's take a look at Steve's wreck. I do want to see that. And Steve's a C class, okay. But he's a Carolina boy, and he's got a 1350. Do we like the new Camaro? Of course we do. Oh yeah, absolutely, Brandon. There's plenty of people who are like, don't touch my car. Don't touch my car. Or it's the same as me, like, you gave me no room. It's like, we're running two totally different lines, you know, right there. So it's tough, you know. But, I mean, ultimately, it's give and take, you know, and like I said, it's slight contact. You can kind of tell, like, when you get run over versus when you make slight contact. And that wasn't anything that should have been what iRacing said it was. But let's take a look, and I want to see Steve's run here. I think it was earlier on. He ended up a bunch of laps down. But let's go back here for Steve. Starting at fifth. See what lap he had his problem on. Right there. So again, this is too slow. He gets a great run on the 6 car right here. On the yellow line, he's under it. I mean, there's, yeah. If we watch that from the chase, it might look a little. And again, the thing is, it always looks a little bit different, replay to replay. But he's underneath him, you know, and he took a really shallow entry right there. Made contact right there, and then yeah, the 6 just didn't give him a lot of room coming up off the corner. Yeah, Steve came up a little bit too. So again, short track incidents, they will happen. They will happen. So anyways, I appreciate y'all watching on the stream. Again, it's another kind of meh run at Sobo, but I'm definitely ready for next week and move on with this. And say we got a bunch of different stuff coming out. So definitely excited about a bunch of things going on with the channel, but still a lot of it up in the works. So thank you guys again one last time, and until the next time, take care.